Good morning, boys and girls. Sorry it took a couple of minutes. YouTube was being weird for us, but we should be good. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you.
All right. Have a great class.
Thanks. There's nobody here yet.
Yeah. You gotta let them know that it's on now.
Yeah. We'll wait like 30 more seconds just to make sure you guys are on. Make sure you have a piece of paper or something to write with when we go into our math lesson today. And I will be checking to see who is on here. If you're joining us and you're not on Teams, welcome. Good morning to you. All right. Good morning, Fernanda. Good morning, Gabriel R. Again, I apologize for the delay, but we are here today to learn. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you. About 30 more seconds, and then we'll get started with our day. Good morning, Julian. Good morning, Juliet. All right, boys and girls, we're going to go ahead and get started. So today, just a friendly reminder, habit number 6 is something you want to think about as you are at home or you're with your dad, your mom, your uncle, your cousin, your grandma, whoever's at home. How can you synergize knowing that everyone has something to offer and you do not know everything, I don't know everything, and that's part of growing and learning, right? Just make sure that you continue to work with other people. That's how you can synergize, right? The more, the merrier, right? I know everyone is good at something. So someone, no matter who they are, if they make you upset, frustrated, mad, they have something to offer, right? And you want to make sure you're that type of person that brings that out of them. I also know everyone needs to get better at something, right? I know I need to get better at different things. For example, using tech with like adulting, they call it, with bills and whatnot. So I'm learning more how to do things online. We can all learn something from each other. Again, I expressed that before, right? Your sister or brother or cousin might have something that you can learn, right, from them. So we don't know what that is. Sometimes you never know. But you want to at least try and have that mindset. Working in groups helps create better ideas than what one person can do alone, right? In groups, there's strength in numbers. You probably heard that. There's strength in numbers. So let's talk about good morning, Devin. Hopefully I saw everyone say good morning to Juliet. Yes, please let me know you're on. Not only is that good for teams and for your class dojo points to make sure we make our May challenge. As of today, you have, let's look at your points. 53 points. That's not bad. Some of you have done Flipgrid, and that's 5 points. So also one person turned in their essay already. That's 5 points. Again, those are the ones you want to make sure you get, you turn those in. All right, so let's talk about your lessons today. When we leave here, you should go to the assignments on Teams, and you should look to see what do I have to do for language arts, what I have to do for math, science, social studies, and art and PE, okay? If you are not on Teams, but you're in Miss Wright's class, always, if you can have a way of doing Lexia or ReadWorks, there's assignments for you there. So there's things there if you can get to it. If not, that packet is what we're working on. You should be going to get another packet, I believe, today, and I believe you could have went yesterday. So just make sure you're continuing to grow as we go throughout this school year. Good morning, Louise. Good to see you. So today you're going to read and reread. That is one of our 4 concepts. We're not going to really talk about reread because we talked about that last week. But you're going to, let's let you see this text, super duper simple. You're going to read, it's for comprehension. It's called Camping Experts. To manipulate this using the computer. Some of you are printing it out and writing it and sending a picture on Class Dojo. That works too, right? Whatever is easier for you to get it done. That's what we want to have happen. So that's what you're doing. You're going to read that passage, page 1. Then you read it again, because that's the reread. And then you're going to answer the questions. There are only, boys and girls, 1, 2, 3, 5 questions. So you should be able to get that done today. If not, you have the rest of the week, but something you have plenty of time today to get through, right? So that's for language arts. Your 10 sentences using your vocabulary words. Again, those vocabulary words are in your team's notebook, but they're here for you as well. For those of you that are maybe, if you have Class Dojo, you can take a picture of it and still accomplish the assignment and get points towards our main challenge. So accomplish is one of the words. Anxious, simple, decipher, distracted, navigate, options, retrace. So these 8 words. I know I said 10 sentences. Maybe use another word twice, right? Couple words twice. Give me 10. That's what I want. So hopefully that's not too difficult for you. A couple of you have been underlining or bold, making the words, vocabulary words bold. Awesome. Just awesome. Way to be proactive with that. So that's your language arts for today. 10 sentences, that reading assignment with the comprehension questions. For math, we're going to do a lesson today, and then you have EPIC. So this is something new, not really in general, we've done EPIC, but you're going to go on to EPIC. I put on the post the directions to log into EPIC, so no one has to, I don't know, right? It's there for you to the password and whatnot. So you will have on EPIC, you're going to read the first two chapters of chemical reactions. So that's your science for today. It's like, I think there's 8 chapters, but you're only need to read the first 2 chapters, and then you have a video talking about chemical reactions. Okay, so you have a video, and you have the 2 chapters in EPIC today for your science. Then you have ReadWorks assignment there for you, and then you will have art and PE. For art and PE, you're doing 30 minutes exercise. Whether you're doing jumping jacks, burpees, push-ups, crunches, sit-ups, Miss Wright has to do that too. So that's happening. Also, Mr. Davis has a track practice, if you will. I will put the link up on Teams. I will put it on Class Dojo too. So he's going to be doing a Zoom video workout. So if you like to do that, that's going to be around, I believe, 3:05. I think 3:05. So I'll put the information on Class Dojo. I'll put the information on Teams. But if you want to, hey, let me wait until I work out with Mr. Davis, that's always something cool. He's going to be doing it starting next week, Monday, Wednesday. But for this week, he's doing it today, and he'll do it tomorrow, okay? I'll give you the link for that. So that's an easy way to knock out your 30 minutes. If you're like, I just want to do it now, feel free to do it now. But just make sure your heartbeat is up and elevated. So that's what we're doing today. Those are your assignments. Again, they'll be on Teams. So we're going to go ahead and transition now into our math lesson, okay? So our math lesson. Remember, 5-paragraph essay. For our persuasive essays due Friday, so make sure you turn that in. Like I said, someone already turned it in. Fantastic. They should be very proud of themselves. All right, we are moving on. We are moving on with our math lesson. So today we're going to be dividing unit fractions by whole numbers. Dividing unit fractions by whole numbers. So yesterday we talked about two different types of fractions, or dividing fractions. We talked about dividing a whole number by a fraction, but today we're going to be talking about dividing a fraction by a whole number. Okay, today we're going to be focusing on this type of problem. So if we have something to write with so you can track along. I know you might think, oh, I just watch it and I get it, but a lot of people, including myself, right, it takes a lot. You have to hear it, you have to see it, and you have to do it. So make sure you challenge yourself to do all three today, okay? So our first problem is, we're going to let you see the word problem so we can remember, thinking about in the future as sixth graders, right? We're going to have lots of word problems. We want to make sure you know what operation. Are we adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplying? Are there multiple steps in the problem, right? So we got to see by reading and maybe rereading our problem. So Elijah is sorting his music into playlists. Man, playlists, back in the day. Do you guys still have playlists? I think you guys still have playlists, right? Anyways, one half of his music is rock. What does he want to do? He wants to make 3 separate rock playlists. If each playlist is the same size, as he wants, as a half, he wants to make 3. What fraction, so that tells us, okay, our answer is going to be a fraction, of Elijah's music will be on one of the rock playlists. So what fraction of his music? So let's look at it. He has half of his music is rock, but he wants to make 3 separate rock playlists. So that's how we get our problem. So we're going to look at models to help us divide. We're going to look at models to help us divide. So this is our rock. Okay. And so this is half. So we need to divide by 3 equal parts. We'll try to make it as equal as possible. Now, how do we get the 2? Okay, that's from our denominator. And why are we dividing it by 3? That is our whole number. So we have 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now, we're going to write our answer as a fraction. So one rock playlist, right? Because he wants it to be 3 individual, but we want 1. And then how many sections are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So the total sections is 6. So are you saying, Miss Wright, 1/6 of his music will be in each section? Yes. Yes, that is true. Now, we can use multiplication to make sure our answer is correct, but for today, we're just going to focus on dividing a fraction by a whole number. So that's example number 1. Example number 1. Okay. Let's look at example number 2. Again, we're dividing the fraction by a whole number. Here we go with the word problems. We're going to stick with word problems. I talked to Mr. Davis yesterday, and he was suggesting that we really stay and look at our word problems because that's going to help us make sure that we know what to do when we are given these word problems. So it says 1/5. Just listen if you can't really see that well. I'm going to try to zoom as much as I can. But 1/5 of the text messages that Natalia, text messages, right? I'm saying a lot of those. 1/5 of the text messages that Natalia sends are to her family. Okay, so maybe grandma, grandpa, cousin, best friend, younger sister. Okay. She sends the same amount of messages to her mom. Oh, they gave us examples. To her mom, dad, and sister. What fraction of all messages she sent to her sister? Okay, so how many people are we thinking about? Okay, we want to look at it, and we know that first our fraction is 1/5 of the text messages. And then the people they said was mom, dad, and sister. So that's 3. So we want to know how much, and they said an equal amount, what fraction of the text messages she sends to her sister. So what about just 1, okay? So that means we need to draw 5 because of our denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And how many people are we dividing? How much is the 5 being divided by 3, which is our whole number? So draw a line. Okay, so you can count that there's 3. So let's see what's the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So our numerator will be 1 because we're trying to see what is it for her sister. And then what is our denominator? We counted, it was 15. You might say, Miss Wright, if you think about it, they're putting 3 over 1 and they're switching it and they're multiplying these two numbers. That is true. That is exactly what they're doing. But right now we're looking at the visual and we're taking our 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, divided by our whole number, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. We count those out. That gives us 15. And our numerator is 1. That's example 2. Okay. Now I'm going to ask for those on teams to help me out with example 3 and 4. Let's go to our problem. Again, we're looking at word problems to help us understand what we need to do. Good morning, Fernanda. Glad that you're here. All right, so good morning, Breeza. There you go. Sorry. Good morning, Breeza. Happy that you're here. Asher has a half ton of mulch to spread equally in 8 square yards. How many tons of mulch will be spread in each yard? So what is our fraction? What is our fraction? Our fraction is a half. That's what it said in the word column. And he wants to spread it equally among 8 squares. So when we're dividing equally among 8. So how many squares do I need to draw? How many squares do I need to draw? 8 or do I need to draw 2? You tell me, teams. What should I draw? Okay. Good. Using the denominator, we're going to draw 2. 1, 2. Okay. And we're dividing it by 8. So I'm going to try to make these lines as equal as possible. Let's see. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I have my 8. I know it's a lot of lines, but it's 8, I promise. So now I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. So they want to know how much is it for one square yard. So that's going to give us 1 as our numerator. And what is our denominator? We counted, it gave us 16. So 16 is our answer. Okay, good. I feel like a lot of people are following along. We have one last example for today, and then we will hear our joke after I give us our assignments. Okay, last one for today. Again, we are dividing a fraction by a whole number, and we use that denominator to tell us how many. And then the whole number tells us how much do we need to divide by. Okay, that's what we're doing. So let's look at the problem. Han has 1/3 of his science project completed. He's on it. He wants to spend an equal amount of time on his science project over 3 nights. What fraction of the science project will he complete each night? So he has how much of it done? 1/3. That's our fraction that we're using. He wants to know, though, how much he will spend equally over 3 nights. So he needs to divide that by 3. Okay? So you should be saying, oh, Miss Wright, I look at my denominator, that tells me how many squares or boxes I need to draw. Because that's how much we're going to be dividing. And what we're going to be using to divide. Then our whole number tells us how much we're going to divide by. So 3, so I need to have 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. But it says, what fraction of the science project will complete each night? So just night 1, like Monday, right? Monday he's going to have, so that's 1. He's not looking for Monday, Tuesday, just Monday. That's my numerator. And I'm going to add this up. This gives me 9. So my answer is 1 night. Yay! Okay. So that's what you're going to be working on, boys and girls, in my math today. I have office hours. So if you need put on your phone, ask mom or dad or whoever, or if you have your own device, put a timer. 1 o'clock, I'll be on Teams and Class Dojo. If you need help with yesterday's math or today's math, I'm there for that. Or if you needed to figure out how to get to Flipgrid, remember, you have to meet Miss Wright halfway. I can only do so much. So I will be there at 1 o'clock. So make sure you're there. Let me review quickly before our joke your expectations, what you need to complete today to be successful. Reading camp experts, answering the questions, giving me 10 sentences, using your vocabulary words. You're going to continue working on this lesson in my math. For EPIC today, that's something new, you're going to be looking at chemical reaction, reading the first 2 chapters, and there's a nice video to go along with the reading. You'll have a ReadWorks assignment, and today you're doing 30 minutes of exercise, whether that's push-ups, sit-ups, and maybe you do 10 minutes, take a break. You 10 minutes, take a break, right? It doesn't have to be all, but make sure you're exercising today to be successful. All right, boys and girls, thank you for joining me here. Tomorrow we'll have the librarian reading to us, as well as Mr. Bolton, so make sure you're here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. All right, Mr. Bolton, we are ready for your joke.
Hola, mi llamo es Señor Bolton.
Huh?
That was good.
I've been practicing.
I don't know what that means.
Hola, mi niños, mi niñas, míos. Estudiantes es muy bueno. Tu maestra es muy, muy, muy especial.
Okay.
I practiced all week for Cinco de Mayo.
I just want to make sure you said. Did he say nice things? Someone said thank you. Wait, Fernandez. Somebody else told me he's saying nice things about Miss Wright. Did he say nice things about me?
All right, it's a
Okay.
holiday. We got 2 jokes.
Yes, Cinco de Mayo. Yes.
First one. Why did the boy bring his parrot to school?
Why did the boy bring his parrot to school? Because it was a parody?
For the parrot teacher conference.
That's horrible. We wouldn't want that for a parent teacher conference. But
For
I get
parent
it.
teacher, that was good. Second one.
Second one because it's Cinco de Mayo?
That's right. Bam, 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 bam. Celebration. I know. On Telemundo. Now, why did the computer catch a cold?
I don't know.
Because it didn't close all the windows.
Man. Don't quit your day job. All right, boys and girls. Thank you so much. Your assignments will be on Teams soon. Make sure you log in tomorrow at 9 so we can continue to learn. Have a good day. Be kind to each other, and I will see you tomorrow.
Hasta luego.
They said that you need to work on your.
I work on my Spanish?
Yeah, something specific. Oh, he said I was very special. Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, that's why my students are awesome. They can help me out. So not say anything mean.